Exactly.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's start with the approval of the minutes from last time.
I will move approval.
I don't know if we need a second. Do we need a second?
I can't second.
I was
Michael?
trying to, I don't think, was Michael here last time? I forget.
I don't think so.
Oh,
They
so
moved
are
out
we
last
not
year.
able to vote? Do we need to table this for next time?
According to the minutes, Michael was on that one.
Oh, perfect. Good.
Do you remember,
Oh,
Michael?
yes.
I
Do we
mean,
have it wrong?
I was there. I don't know if I'm voting or not. That's all.
Yes, on the subcommittee. Only if Melvette's not there on the commission. Subcommittees can have non-commission members.
Is my vote enough to hit a quorum to get it?
This is everyone on the meeting last time minus Denise, so yeah.
Okay.
You always count, Michael. You always count.
Oh, I appreciate that, and so do all of you. I'm a little embarrassed. Can I get the Google Sheets unlocked? It's like and I have it's a different. I use a commission Gmail. It's like ctcwcseo@gmail. That allows me for sharing Google Docs and stuff. It's always locks up on me.
Okay, there are the minutes for you.
Okay. Okay, my name is spelled correct, so that's a good one. Okay. Okay, this looks good.
Great. So would you like to second it, Michael?
Second.
Great, thank you. So all in favor of approving the minutes? Yes. Great. Oh, I always close this. Okay, wonderful. So I think I completely neglected to go into this affiliate program spreadsheet before the meeting.
There weren't too many. I think I got you access, Michael. Let me know if that didn't come through for whatever reason.
It let me view the minutes, but oh, here we go. Okay, I'm good.
Perfect.
Thank you.
8 applicants and then 1 applicant who was tabled in April to go through. None of these had any concerns that we noted. I think there were some, and Jason did go through and vote before being unable to attend today. We had some more DAR chapters come in and our first SAR chapter. We also had the League of Women Voters and the America 250 Connecticut Veterans Coalition, which is a very important coalition of both the American Legion and the VFW who never, ever, ever work together. And they have decided to come together for America 250. So it's what?
I said that's interesting of what kind of bring groups together.
So it's a very big deal that they are applying jointly. And will be devastated if they're turned down. And then we had a Rotary Club from Woodbury, Southbury, Middlebury, And the contact for that Rotary Club is also in leadership positions in other Rotary clubs in the state, and we'll be sharing affiliate information with them as well. So that is half a review of today's applicants and also half an update on where we are with kind of reaching out to different affiliates as well.
Okay. I mean, looking at these now, they all look good to me. And I know Rachel had reached out to the town of Manchester and got more info on, you know, why they had answered questions as they did. And so I do think that it makes sense that, you know, it makes sense to approve them. So to me, these all look good. Does anybody have any questions or any concerns you want to raise about any of these? Would you like to move forward with voting all of these through? Should we vote all through together?
Yes.
I will move the approval of all 9.
Okay. And
Hi,
is
so,
there?
hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I look a little disheveled. I've been gardening.
Oh, nice. It looks like beautiful weather for that.
Oh, yeah.
Lucky you.
Got to catch it while you can around here.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right. So we've just been going over the affiliate applicants for this the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
And Deborah just said that she was moving to vote yes on all of them.
Yep.
Is there a second?
Second.
Great.
I read them over. I did read them. I looked at them. So I think they all look fine.
All right. So all in favor?
I,
Looks like everyone. Great. Thank you. So these are all approved. Do you know offhand, Cindy, what that brings us to total? Or approximate?
Approximate 120.
Wow.
Okay,
Um,
nice. That's more than I was thinking like 80 something, but
Yeah.
that's really great.
Pretty
That
close
is
to
great.
100 2 months ago. So I'm assuming if we've gotten 2 months worth since then, we're at around 120.
So now the only one that surprises me is the Bar Association because they're doing things. I talked to Jonathan and I talked to Amy and they both said, oh, yes, we'll get a request in. So I don't know, but you still haven't heard anything from them, right?
No, not an application. No,
Okay.
but
Their
they are.
conference is happening right around now, so they may be focused on that too.
Oh, that's true. Right.
Yeah. I'm also wondering if, because we do have monthly deadlines, they don't feel like it's pressing.
Well,
Yeah.
they just had Law Day last week or
Yes. May 1st.
That was the
Yeah.
first, yep.
yeah, so that just
Yeah.
happened. And I know that takes a lot. And I don't know when the next Civic Education Committee meeting is offhand. But I can bring it up on the next.
I should go to that. I'm kind of interested in getting them to take on a project which would be similar to the one we did years ago, actually. We did posters for elementary schools. And it was great success because the schools, you know, the Department of Education can get them out. We could help them with the content and they could just pay for the production of these sorts of things. And elementary classrooms are a really good place to do that because they don't, you know, it's harder to do programs for elementary school, but it was something all the schools got very excited about. So that was nice. I think we ought to think about that. And I talked to Cindy about it already. And it would be, and Jonathan Weiner said they do have a little money to do that sort of a project. So that's just a thought. I haven't
And we can
talked.
tie it to Red, White, and Blue schools too.
Exactly.
It's happening next year. We haven't come up
Right.
with a theme. We just named the outstanding school last week. We
Oh,
came together and decided on Stonington.
Really? Oh, that's nice.
Stonington High School.
Somebody different. That's great.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And Cornwall from last year was a very close, had an amazing project again, but yeah, Stonington. So it's a good kind
Oh,
of out there area of the state that we don't typically get to. So that's good too.
yeah,
Um,
that's great.
but yeah, so if we can, I mean, and we'll be talking about the theme for Red, White, and Blue schools soon. I think we've been hearing that a lot of teachers want to hear the theme earlier
Yep.
than what
Yes.
we've been doing, which has been like September once they get back. And they actually want to hear more like in August before they kind of solidify a lot of their lesson planning. So
Correct. Yeah.
that was like good feedback that we got this year.
Yeah.
on that. So we'll be working on that sooner, but it definitely will have to do with 250 in some way. So that the poster project would be great to kind of tie in with that.
Sure. I think being the CBA would have to tie into something about maybe the rule of law or, the Bill of Rights. I don't know, some tie in, but it also has to tie into the Declaration. So, I think I'll talk to Steve Armstrong about maybe the Education Committee can get together with, whoever else is interested in working on this. I think we would have to provide some content and the bar, I think Jonathan Weiner would be the one that would be perfect to work on this because he gets it. And so, but you have to make sure it's at an elementary level. And like I say, the one we did I think it was for the bicentennial of the Constitution. I'm that old. It was Ralph Monaco who did it with me. And I just remember pictures of the founding fathers and a little, like a little quiz or something was on the posters. I'll have to dig them out. I think I have them around here somewhere, but it'd have to be, updated, obviously. So.
Yeah. Well, I will see if I can find the next meeting. It's normally on Zoom. And if not, I will ask them to include you on the next invitation.
Great.
Okay. Great. So let's see. So updates on affiliate outreach. So it seems like more and more outreach is being done
Yeah,
every day.
I think we sent emails with information to everybody who volunteered to send out information at the last commission meeting. I'm not sure how many people have followed up on that. I'm curious if anybody on here has heard any feedback from anyone, questions, concerns. I know Ariane, you had a long list of outreach.
Yeah, so I do have questions because when I looked at the email and it said, we want you to be an affiliate, I was thinking that might not necessarily be what we're asking many of these people. So like I'm reaching out to the chambers of commerce. I don't really foresee the chambers being affiliates. I mean, they could, but I don't think that's really the ask. I think the ask is more like, would you help spread the word that we have an affiliate program? And would you kind of advertise this to the members of your chambers? So I just if that's the case, and I just need to like revamp that email the draft that you guys sent me. I mean, I think for the YMCA or YWCA, like I think that could make sense as is, but there were certain segments that I think we want people to kind of, we're maybe not asking them to be affiliates, but asking them to help promote the program.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that's, if you want to just revamp that, that's fine. I think we might also have some language because we sent that message to a couple of people and I can't remember exactly who, to be honest, but I know we have some of that language. So either way sounds good to me. Chambers are probably one of the iffy ones. I can see some of them being affiliates or having one of their programs be affiliated. I know, at least in Waterbury, their young leaders program, I don't remember exactly what it's called, young professionals program, does do a lot of like community service type stuff, which could be.
Mhm.
So, but that said, I do think in general, probably sharing it with their members is a better ask.
Yeah, I think I can create kind of like 2 bullets where it's like, here are the ways that you can help become an affiliate,
Mm,
A, or B, like spread, help promote this program to others
Yeah.
in the network. So, and I think actually we could do that with a lot, like even the sororities and fraternities. I mean, so many people who are members are very community engaged and are parts of other organizations and serve on boards of nonprofits. And so I think like that could really be the ask to a lot of these groups.
Yeah.
Okay.
but you would just add it to asking them to be an affiliate. I'm thinking of the sororities, for example. They will definitely want to affiliate themselves.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think we can
But it's
just
an
do
additional ask.
both
Yeah, right.
ideas.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, okay. And is that flyer that you sent me, is there a like raw version? I don't know if it was created in Word or Canva, but could that like an editable version be sent to me?
Is your ct.gov email the best one to share it with, or
Yeah.
is it?
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
I'll do it now before I forget.
Thank you. And anybody else, I don't know if anyone else on the call was reaching out.
Well, I reached out to the league, and they're already doing activities, and I think they did apply, so that's good. So those were the 2 that I was asked to reach out to, the Bar Association and the league. I don't think there was anybody else on my list, but I'm happy to do more if you still need more outreach.
Rachel knows she has the master list and has been tracking what she has seen come across her desk. So
I think we're doing pretty well on affiliates. 120 is a lot.
yeah,
It's good. I mean, was there a target of any kind? Did the list come from the other committee? Or did you just kind of put it together?
so it came from some of their ideas, but a lot of it came from conversations we've had.
Mm-hmm.
Both of these committees, and as we've had a couple of conversations during full-on commission meetings.
Yeah.
Where there were some ideas as to who we should be asking. I think the target is 250.
Wow.
By July 4th of 2026. I don't think it's crazy. We have so many just arts and culture organizations. We have, I think, over 700 in the state.
Wow.
So, and then you add in libraries and other orgs and
Wow. I had no idea there were so many. All right. Well, 120 is pretty respectable considering we're still over a year out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I do feel like interest is growing exponentially. I mean, at that, the arts and culture thing at the Capitol the other day, there was a lot of interest, and people seem to be finding out about it and knowing more about it and asking what's going on. So.
Agreed.
So now that we have our communications director in place, she's starting to put together social media projects, and we're posting more like series about civics And so I brought up this morning that maybe we could, because she wants to kind of do like a summer roadmap of civic sites, for example, and promote that on social media. So I thought about maybe trying to tie some of that into 250 so that if there were certain sites that, would make sense. So just for her to start thinking in those terms of trying to promote to the 250th and tying it back to promoting the affiliate program and, doing some of that now. Early.
I have a question. When you say civic sites, do you mean historic sites? Or yeah, that's what I thought. Because there's already things like the Rochambeau Trail, there's the George Washington Slept Here Trail, so there's some of that's already out there. And is that on your site, Cindy? Who does that whole thing? It's not the humanities, is it? Is it the History Association? Like the Rochambeau Trail is an organization, right? Isn't it? I don't know.
Don't think it's its own organization necessarily, but it's kind of a coalition of different organizations across
Yep.
this. So that one we're aware of. I'm not sure about the George Washington.
Yeah, there is something, and I think it's headquartered in Lebanon, which does not surprise anyone. Who knows about this sort of thing is Sally Whipple. Sally isn't with us, is she right now? It'd be a great idea to get them all in one, everything in one place and have like a trail. We tried to do it for years. There's one in Hartford that is the historic sites in Hartford. But I don't know who's doing it or how even if it's organized. I have no idea. Oops. I lost sound.
Still see
There you are.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I think that's a good idea. That would be, a nice, but it's hard to put something like that together. We got a federal grant to do the Rochambeau Trail. I remember Blumenthal was involved.
Yeah, so on our end, we were just because Cindy, our communications director, Cindy, is trying to do that just via social media, just like some ideas of things people can do over the summer. We have a lot of much more serious topics to cover on social media, so we like to intersperse some lighter, more fun things here and there. But anyway, so I'm trying to get them to our communications team to think also about the 250th too. So hopefully we can start seeing some of that on our social media more.
I'm happy to hop on a call and do some brainstorming with a couple of people. I would also bring on Adriana, who works on our social media, because I think we could do some collaborative posts. We do a lot of sharing of your content. So we'd be happy to partner on kind of a series for the summer. So we can definitely talk more.
Okay. Yeah, that would be great. That'd be great.
Yeah.
I can connect us on email.
Awesome.
All right. Anybody have anything else you want to bring up today?
Well, only one thing. I'm trying to work on a tree planting project only because at the last meeting it came up as something they did, I don't know, for the bicentennial, I guess in 76. And Deb, are you still on the call? I remember you and I chatted about acorns and charter oak tree and all that.
Yes.
Yeah. And so I did get someone at UConn, Tom Watley, who's I guess very into white oaks. He knew all about it. So Tom Scanlon in the governor's office and I have been sort of talking to him. And I remember our conversation. You said you had some of those acorns. You want to help us work on this? He is saying that it's not appropriate in a way, because first of all, if we planted a tree in every town, it would be a tiny little seedling and it would be a little weird. And second of all, he's promoting this idea that we would promote white oaks, which is a charter oak is a white oak. And they're, I guess, kind of an endangered species or something. And there's a whole association, who knew, about white oak trees. And so to somehow tie this into that would be interesting. So, you know, maybe I'll call you and maybe get you involved. I'm trying to do a Zoom call. But the reason I'm bringing it up here is because I'm not sure, like, who I need to ask. I just kind of thought this up myself. When I heard it, it just sounded like a nice thing we could do for the towns, you know, maybe in every town, or maybe it's just planting one big white oak tree on the Capitol grounds or something. I don't know. And someone has to decide all that. It shouldn't be me, because I don't know what I'm talking about. So,
And I also got an email from Matt Warschauer, who
Ah.
was thinking about the Liberty Tree idea. He was talking with the Fairfield Museum about that, which are
Oh.
not, my understanding is they're not physical trees that you plant, but it's something that you could have students like write on leaves. And so maybe there could be a different type of tree that we could be promoting at the Capitol or another location. So I think there's definite interest in talking about a tree of some kind, if not more trees. So hopping on a call together would be good.
okay. Well, I'll call Matt too.
Okay.
He's always full of ideas.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. It was birthday. I said, he's talking about the same thing or something
Yeah.
similar. So that'd be good.
So I thought what I'd do is, you know, Tom Scanlon's really interested. You're interested in this sort of thing. Maybe me, Matt Warschauer, and whoever else I need, because it doesn't really fit into a subcommittee, I guess. So maybe we'll just do it on our own. I mean, I don't know what the protocol would be for something like this. I think we can just talk about it maybe at the next commission meeting and suggest it and see if people want to go forward with it. And it could be a commission project, because I don't think it would cost money necessarily, is my impression. And Tom Waitley, do you know this guy? I don't know him, but he's a professor there, and he sent me a long email about all this. He's quite into it. So that sounds like the right group to me. And two of you and we're commission members, but we're just not part of a subcommittee. So that's my suggestion.
And just so you know, like that's what Rhode Island is doing as their statewide thing.
Oh.
is planting trees in every city or every town.
Right.
And I will be at the regional 250th meeting on June 2nd in Newport. So
Oh, great. Well,
I don't know if anybody else is
well, you should
able
be on
to-
this committee too, then. Can't we just form a committee of some sort to work on this? I'm just asking, because I really don't know what the protocol would be, even though I'm the chair. I guess I can just
You probably have
create
to coordinate this form
create a working group or something, right? Tree planting project, and maybe everybody could vote to pursue it or something like that at the next meeting. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I almost like, I'm such a proponent of something that ties like the whole state together,
Right.
you know, that in another 50 years, you can say,
Yeah.
oh, this is what happened in
Yes.
2026,
Yes.
as opposed to individual events that will go away. There's something that's
Right.
lasting and meaningful. And I mean, I think that's a great idea.
I
Also,
think,
most towns are interested in a tree. We've
yeah.
gotten a lot of interest in it.
Yeah, I'm sure, because a lot of people remember the tree planting for the bicentennial, and they said the trees are now 50 years old, and they're still there. I mean, in a lot of places. Yeah, it's the kind of thing that's very tangible, and I think it would be successful if we do it right, but I'm just not sure, how to get it organized. So I think I'll just create a working group, basically, with some commission members and people like Matt Warschauer and Tom Waitley to help us out, and come to the commission maybe next meeting with an idea, because I don't know enough to know which of his ideas I'll circulate his response to me. And he had like 4 or 5 different ideas about this and knew all about the previous tree planting. So, and some of them were pretty interesting and did involve a statewide kind of thing rather than every town. But he made me think about the idea of planting a tiny little thing that's like 3 inches tall. That wouldn't be very good. So that's the main question, is how many and where do we get them? I guess
So
it takes longer than a year to get a tree really going. So that's the problem.
Denise, what we can do, we can also send an email to the whole commission and see who would like to participate.
Oh, that's a good idea. Why don't we do that? You saw the email from Tom, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then as soon as we get an idea of who wants to help out, we can have a Zoom call and throw out some ideas. Maybe I don't know how to organize that either, but I'll try to come up with a kind of compendium of different ideas. Maybe if you guys help me, just send me anything you've heard about, like Rhode Island. I didn't know about that, and I'd love to know how they're going to do that. So
Yeah, I was
you're-
gonna say I can ask. I'm connected on email with the woman who is their like point person from the
Okay.
secretary's office.
Great.
So I can try and get feedback
Yeah.
from her.
Yeah, that would be good. Just give us an outline of what they're doing, and then maybe we can make a little presentation at the next commission meeting. When is the next commission meeting? Is it in? Not, oh, yeah. So we got some time. Okay.
Okay. All right. Anything else? No. All right. So then I guess I did want to ask, since Rachel can't join the calls at this time anymore, do we want to look at moving them earlier or to a different day or?
I think we should, because Jason has a new recurring meeting as well during this time slot now
Okay,
with the other executive directors of humanities councils, kind of a crisis meeting. So,
okay.
yeah.
And what time she's done at 2:00?
Is there any particular day where mornings are easier for people?
It's all the same to me. I mean, I'll just try to make it whenever I can.
I mean, Monday mornings are harder for me, so I would say like any other days
Yeah,
if it's in the morning.
I'll throw one out. Tuesday morning.
It would depend on which Tuesday, but I could probably make it work if we can find the right sequence.
Okay.
Like 10 a.m. Something like that.
We can also send out a poll and give a couple of different options, like second Tuesday, 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Tuesday. Yeah. So we'll get that out by the end of the week.
Okay. And
Good.
we still want to keep it because I think it has it been every other or just once a month? Just
Once a month. We
once-
switched
once
once
a month.
a month
right.
to do those affiliate applications more often. And I think we can probably stick to half an hour because we rarely go over that half-hour time slot.
Yeah.
So we'll get a poll out for what half hour once a month, avoiding Monday mornings, because I wholeheartedly agree that Monday morning meetings are tough. And
Yeah.
then
I have a lot of meetings on Mondays, so. Okay, great.
awesome.
Thank you.